chibano taionamo
pasine mandu
pasinazo
pambili ZANU-PF
pambili
pambili ZANU-PF
pambili
pambili ngokubambana
pambili
pasi lawa tengesi
pasilabo
silabo yini pasilabo. Comrades, we convene again today to discuss critical matters of our revolutionary mass party, ZANU-PF, and the great people of our beloved motherland, Zimbabwe. This is the 374th ordinary session of our Politburo, which precedes the meeting of the Central Committee to be held on Saturday, the 13th of April 2024. During this session, the Politburo is set to receive reports on the state of the party, the economy, and a review of programs and projects implemented in the first quarter of the year. The level of preparedness for the holding of our fourth independence celebrations in Murambinda, Manicaland province, and the 64th edition of the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair, among other pertinent issues, will be discussed today. It is critically important that the party plays its part for the success of these events. This year's edition of the ZITF will be officially opened by the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto. As we consolidate the long-standing fraternal relations between Zimbabwe and Kenya. Comrades, as outlined under the aims and objectives of the Constitution of our colossal party ZANU-PF, that is, uplifting the lives of the people of our beloved motherland Zimbabwe, forms one of the fundamental reasons of our existence as a party. Accordingly, the focus of our party and the government policies must be reflective of this fact. At this stage of our revolution and the country's development, leaders and the structures of the party must be equal to the task. Equally, we must maintain the requisite discipline, loyalty, and focus towards not only defending our independence, our freedom, and indeed our empowerment, but also improving the quality of life of every Zimbabwean, leaving no one and no place. Hence, our party should recalibrate its revolutionary ideological and moral compass. Party members, and particularly officials, and those in leadership yourselves here, have a duty to unflinchingly uphold the correct party line at all times, both in the public and in private. The supremacy of our party constitution and the integral values of unity, patriotism, and the hard, honest work should continue to be entrenched across the rank and file of the party. We cannot slacken in this regard. Following 24 years of illegal sanctions, we do not have the luxury to be preoccupied by trivialities, both internal and external to us as a party and as a country. The Second Republic is about production and productivity, with economic activities taking precedency over politics. We received a fresh mandate from the electorate during the 2023 harmonized general elections, which were less than 12 months ago, I challenge us to introspect as the party leadership and remain focused towards accelerating the national development agenda. Petty squabbles, jealousies, and misplaced sense of entitlement are not acceptable in the party. We are not a party about positions. We are about progress, prosperity, unity, peace, and development for all the people of our motherland, Zimbabwe, no matter where they live or their social standing. In light of the climate change-induced drought, we must all work harder to consolidate our achievements and confront our obstacles head-on and with confidence. The hearts and the minds of our people will be won when we are solid and united in support of our ZANU-PF policies, programs and projects of the party. Let us always give communities hope by leading from the front. There is no room for complacency among leadership. The commissariat department and the leagues of the party, including our affiliate organizations, must do more with regards to grassroots mobilization and educating the people on the current state of affairs within the party and our nation. Let us carry on to welcome more new members into the party ZANU-PF from across the social, economic, and political divide, and educate them on what we stand for as a party and the ongoing people-centered policies and projects which we are implementing. Comrades, this meeting is being held a few days following the unprecedented opening of the national vaults and subsequent launch of a new Zimbabwe gold currency, which is one of the ongoing measures to foster economic stability and stimulate growth. I opened the vaults for the country to know that when we say we have gold, it is true, it is there. As the Politburo and the senior members of the party, we should instill confidence among our people in understanding the transformational policies of the party. Meanwhile, programs and activities to educate and raise awareness among the public, including those led by the private sector, the church, and community-based organizations towards embracing our currency must be supported by the party. In our case, sustainable socio-economic development, independence, and sovereignty can only be realized through the use of our own local currency. While the enemy constantly attacks our economy, work must be done to safeguard and defend the communities from the falsehoods and the neo-imperial machinations being peddled by our country's detractors, both from within and outside our country. We must therefore sharpen our scientific and revolutionary ideas and strategic understanding towards accelerating the realization of Vision 2030. More importantly, however, we should strengthen the party's overall leadership with regards to economic issues and the implementation of the party-led government policies, programs and projects across provinces, districts and wards. The party membership must be active and visible in economic activities in our efforts to grow district and provincial GDPs. Party meetings from cell, village to provincial levels should now reflect this orientation, which is economic. In this regard, the relevant economic related departments of the party are also directed to accordingly shift their paradigm and give the requisite intellectual support to the leagues of the party. No one but us in ZANU-PF and the people of Zimbabwe will deliver on the key aspects of our national political, social and economic development. Our future as a colossal mass revolutionary party and that of our government and country is impacted by our decisions and our actions as a leadership of the party. This weighty obligation should never be taken lightly among us, the leadership. Nyika inovakwa, igotongwa, igonamatirwa nevene vayo. Ilizwe lakhiwa, libuswe, likule khelwe ngabanikazi balo. This philosophy is deep. It's not like surface water running on the ground. It's deep philosophy. Comrades, in spite of my recent declaration of a nationwide state of disaster due to the climate change-induced drought, we are scaling up programs to revitalize, modernize, and climate-proof the agriculture sector. The mining, manufacturing, tourism, infrastructure, and energy sectors, among others, are also growing in spite of these challenges. Yesterday, I was in Shegutu, National and West Province, and tomorrow I will be in Kamativi, Matabele and North Province, commissioning new investment projects in the mining sector. This is reflective of the confidence demonstrated by investors in our economic policies and the prevailing conducive business environment which we have created under the Second Republic. Our government will continue to welcome investors and strategic partnerships from progressive members of the Committee of Nations. We are a friend to all and an enemy to none. In conclusion, let us remain confident that ZANU-PF is the only revolutionary party that carries the duty and the courage to carry on with the people's revolution, to improve the quality of life of our citizens. Nothing will ever deter or distract us from this key task of our party. Forever, we shall move forward and never backward. I thank you.